What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Welcome. Looks like it is working. Just making sure. Yep, looks like everything is working properly. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday, finally. Just gonna be waiting for maybe 1 or 2 minutes to see if anybody else wants to join. Then we can start. What's up, Crypto Vibes? What's the question? What is the question that you have? By the way, guys, if you have any questions before starting, you guys can just ask. So at least we can ask a few questions and then we can move into farming some things today. We do have a lot of announcement from many airdrops. I don't know if you guys were here back in Thursday. I don't remember who asked about Layerzero, and after ending the stream, like an hour after that, we got the confirmation that they're gonna be doing the airdrop. So pretty good. We're gonna have an airdrop for Layerzero, so we're gonna be talking about it, if we should be taking a few more tasks, if we should be farming it, so on and so forth. But finally, we're gonna be receiving the Layerzero airdrop. For me, I actually check and I have, I think it is 6 wallets that I have volume on Layerzero. If I use just Bridge on Wormhole, can I be eligible? You should, actually you should. Obviously, if you use more protocols, more dApps, it is actually better. But for me, the 2 projects that I've been using for Wormhole is Bridge and also OmniBTC. OmniBTC is my go-to. When I am trying to send some funds, OmniBTC is my go-to because it gives you many options. You can actually send some funds from using Wormhole, Layerzero, or many others, and at the same time you're gonna be farming OmniBTC since it is tokenless. So yeah. The only bad thing with Wormhole is that they don't really have a lot of projects, just like Layerzero. That is the only downside for me. So yeah, in terms, I can get anything on Solana chain. Is it down? Well, what do you mean anything? To be honest, Solana is extremely congested. Right now, Drift is extremely slow. MarginFi is also extremely slow. Like throughout the weekend, I got maybe 35 messages from people telling me that MarginFi website wasn't working. I don't know, guys. I don't work with MarginFi. I'm not part of the team, but yes, I can see that it is kind of slow, and I guess it is because of the traffic. They actually increased their users. I think it was like 25% or 20% just the last week. So you guys can imagine the amount of people that are trying to get involved with it. Is there any other project like Jito in any other blockchain we can farm as early adopter? Well, everything that we're farming, in the end, we don't know how much money we can make from an airdrop. Like every single time that you see someone talking about an amount, we're just speculating. We don't know, to be honest. We're just talking trash. I'm just telling you right now, we're just talking trash because we don't know how much money we can make from an airdrop. To calculate it, it is usually the amount of money that they will be allocating, and also depending on the amount of users. The Jito airdrop was pretty huge, and that is because I think they allocated for the airdrop around $240 million, and they had less than 10,000 users that received the airdrop. So that's why. So whenever we have a project that has a lot of users and the airdrop is not big, then you might not make a lot of money, unfortunately. So that's why I always look for a project that has a pretty huge TVL, a lot of money invested behind it, and maybe less users, but it is kind of hard to find, to be honest. It is hard to find. So before we get into this, guys, because I've been getting that question a lot, Layerzero, if we should be farming it still. It really depends. If you already have some volume on Layerzero, go ahead and continue farming it. Take a few swaps here and there. Again, you can use OmniBTC for that. Since I am right here, let me just show you guys the process, how it should look. I think we have it for Arbitrum, and we can do BSC. Let me just type any amount here, and we should see the option here to select Layerzero. Here it is. So make sure that you just choose on Layerzero protocol, and right there you'll be adding some volume on Layerzero. I also use Holograph. I bridge my NFTs, which are completely free to mint, and when you bridge it, you get also a transaction on Layerzero. I also use Tiva Era, which they had like Omnichain NFTs, which you can bridge also, so that is a pretty good option. Let me show you guys. Tiva Era. And since it is also on ZK Sync, you're basically adding some volume on ZK Sync, so that's the good thing. Why DEX wallet are not doing airdrop? Because of bear market, we're waiting for hype. DEX wallet. What do you mean with DEX wallet? What's up, bro? I'm new here. Welcome in. Welcome in. So this is Tivara. It is a gaming platform, but they have some NFTs that you can mint for free on ZK Sync. So that's a good thing, because right there you're adding some volume on ZK Sync, but you can actually bridge these NFTs. Just 1 second, let me show you guys how it looks. Let's see if I remember what it is. Tiva Market. Okay, so right there, after you mint your NFTs, you can go to bridge, ON NFTs, ONFTs. Just wait until this gets loaded. And right there, I have the option to bridge it to another network. And usually, as you can see, it is pretty inexpensive, like $1 or $2, give or take. Usually, we should get a portion back since it is on ZK Sync, and you guys might know that usually like 40 to 50% of the gas fee that we're spending, we usually get it back. So right there, this is an option for you to add some transaction count on Layerzero and OmniBTC and Holograph, so you can bridge it. So again, it is a 50-50 shot. I don't know if they took the snapshot. There is no one that really knows. So if you want to go with it, because worst case scenario is that you might lose a few bucks in gas fees. Best case scenario, you still made a profit. I don't think you have the option now to make like thousands of dollars, but at least I think you should be making maybe a few hundred, maybe up to $1,000. I really don't know, to be honest. But still, I think you should be adding some volume if you already have some volume on Layerzero. At least once a week, if you can do so, or maybe twice a month until we get the airdrop. Because they confirmed the airdrop for first half of 2024, so that should be maybe April, give or take. Like MetaMask, Shopify, Wallet, when they do the airdrop. Usually we don't get airdrops from wallets, to be honest. So I don't know why everybody's talking about farming wallets, because usually we don't get an airdrop from wallets. So we're just trying to hit something. So for me, it doesn't really make sense. Obviously, we might receive an airdrop, but I would rather just go with something that I know has maybe some history, that usually if you farm a blockchain, you usually get an airdrop. If you farm a DEX, you usually get an airdrop. So I go with history, to be honest. I have funds on my Sol Phantom wallet, so how can I farm Romho right now for the fees? To fund my BNB, minimum use Portal to take my funds back to Solana and then use my finance for swapping. Would this be enough for Romho farming with $150? Yeah, for sure. $150 is actually enough. You will need more transactions. So maybe if you take like 2 transactions per week with maybe $125, $150, by the end of the month you already got $600 in volume. Well, more than that, 1.2K if you're taking 2 transactions per month. If you do it for the next 3 months, 4 months, you should be sitting at around maybe 5K in volume. So yeah, you can do it. Again, same process. For me, if I'm farming Romho, I would go to OmniBTC. I know that I talk a lot about OmniBTC, but actually, I don't know. I just think it is easier for me. I would do BSC, and I think they have the option to send it to Solana. Where's Solana? Here it is. Solana, Sol, and then you guys will see the option right here to select Romho. So there it is. So from BNB chain, you would have some BNB tokens. You would send it to Solana, and you can choose Romho. By the way, usually you get like an error if you do 1 BNB. Let's see if I get it. No, actually it is working properly. Okay, it looks like it is working good. So yeah, that's an option. I think also you can do BNB to Polygon, and you do have the option to select Romho. Let me double check for you guys, but that is actually the route that I've been using. And also, since OmniBTC is tokenless, that's why I use it instead of Portal. Because Portal, we are not going to be receiving an airdrop for it, but at least for OmniBTC, I'm basically farming 2 projects. Yeah, right there. It is actually less expensive to send BNB to Matic than doing BNB to Solana right now. Just make sure that you select Romho whenever you want to bridge your funds, and you'll be getting some transaction volume on Romho. And again, you still have the option to also go with Layerzero protocol. So play with it. Maybe do one with Layerzero, then do the other with Romho, and just add some volume. I'm new to airdrop. Sorry, how many wallets should I have? If you're new to airdrop, just 1. Don't go crazy. Don't add more wallets than that. You're just starting an airdrop or going nowhere. So don't lose your funds by going crazy. Just do 1 wallet. That should be enough. Yeah, but Omni takes $2 fees almost from Solana and BTC. I was talking about Solana to BNB. Okay, so from Solana to BNB, I use dBridge. I do get what you're trying to say. Yes, it is a little bit expensive when you're doing it the other way around, which is from Solana to BNB. I would use dBridge for that. Where it is? dBridge. And that is actually pretty cheap. Let me close some of these since we don't need them. This is the bridge that I would be using. If I have mine from Solana to BNB, that's what I'm going to be using right there. You would be connecting your Solana wallet, and then you'll be pasting your EVM wallet, which is your MetaMask wallet, for you to receive your funds. It is actually pretty cheap in comparison to what OmniBTC is charging from Solana to BNB, but not from BNB to Solana. So you can go ahead and try it. And also dBridge is tokenless. So again, just creating better routes so you can farm as many projects as possible at the same time. Can I take Matic to Sol again? Well, I don't know if they have the route. Sure. You cannot send Matic, but you can receive Sol. Yeah, Sol. Let's see. Yeah, actually they have the option. Huh, pretty good. So yeah, you can go with Matic and receive Solana. And you're gonna be using Romho also. So yeah, that's an option. But it still takes $1 to $2, right? So I am using ACX instead for saving fees. Well, you can do so. The only thing is, if you're using ACX, you're not going to be farming Rumble. So it really depends on what you want to be farming. If you want to be farming just Solana airdrops, then yeah, for sure. Just go ahead and send it from ACX to your wallet. But for me, I want to be farming as many projects as possible. Obviously, I know there is a cost behind it. I'm going to be spending $1, $2, $3 sometimes for bridging. But in the end, I do think it is worth it. So right there, we already covered Layerzero and Rumble. So yeah. By the way, guys, if you're not farming Layerzero, that's okay. I completely understand it. We got the announcement, but make sure, please, that you start adding some transaction on Rumble, guys. Rumble might be even bigger than Layerzero, and that is because they have, give or take, the same valuation, but in terms of users, Rumble is sitting around 100,000 users, maybe 150,000 users by now. And in comparison, Layerzero, they got like 3.5 million users. So in the end, if you want to divide, let's say $10 million in an airdrop by 3 million users, well, it is still good, but when you divide it into 100,000 users, it is actually even better. So right there, make sure that you add your volume on Rumble. And let's see. So another thing I want to talk about real quick, it is, let's see. Hopefully I have the screenshot. Yes, here it is. So let me show you guys something. And this is why I always say, do whatever you can with whatever you have, guys. Make sure that if you start farming today, I'm sorry, you have only $20. Make sure that you try to add some transactions on a blockchain that you want to be farming. So this is an image that I took from one of my wallets. I actually took it because if I just go directly to the website, you guys will see my other wallet address, which is personal, obviously. But you can see here that my rank percentage is 2% currently. I have another wallet which has, I think it is 16 or 14K in volume, and my ranking is 18%. And the main difference is not from the transaction volume, it is actually from the days. So this one, I've been using it for the past 8 months. I have 46 transactions, 21 weeks, and the other one I have 4 months active. So in the end, you are able to add volume in the future, but you're not able to recoup the days, the months. You will not be able to do so. I can just start adding some transaction today, maybe 1 or 2. I don't need to go crazy, but I add 1 or 2, and then later on, whenever I have some funds, I can then start adding some more volume, because I can always add volume in the future, but I cannot recoup my days. I cannot go back in time. So that's why it is extremely important for me. Time using a project, it is more important than the volume that you're adding. For example, I got the Arbitrum airdrop with at least, I think it was like $300 in volume. I was using around $40 to farm it. It was actually my first airdrop that I received. But I got a pretty good amount, and that is because I used Arbitrum like 8 months before we received the airdrop. So that's why. Obviously, if we got someone that is just starting to use it yesterday and tomorrow they take the snapshot, you're not going to be receiving the same amount as I am. Even if you have just a little bit more volume than me, you will not be receiving the same amount, just because I've been using the project for a longer time. So make sure that you add some transaction for the projects that you like, of course. Should we farm Meteora or Marinade? I am currently farming Meteora. So yes, Marinade, I don't like it, but obviously that is just myself. You can go with it if you want to farm it. And I am saying that because Marinade, not because the project is bad, but it is because they already got a token. So it looks like something like trade to earn or stake to earn. And usually we don't get a lot of money from these. I'm not saying that the airdrop is going to be bad. I'm just using history. So whenever I'm doing something, I try to look back and see, okay, so I took some trading on X platform from a trade to earn. Did I receive a big airdrop? Usually no. So that's why I just stay away from it. But yes, Meteora, you can go ahead and farm it. I'm gonna be posting a video this week about it. It is actually quite simple. I just do single staking, so Solana, USDC, or something like that, and you don't have to borrow. Well, basically, you don't have the option to borrow on Meteora. So right there, it is quite simple. How much points do you think I need to qualify for the MarginFi airdrop? To be honest, I don't think it is based on points. It is actually based on the time that you have been using it, and also the larger the amount of points that you have, the airdrop would be actually bigger. So let's say that you have currently, your ranking is maybe sitting at 30,000, and you have maybe 1,000 points, something like that, just to use a number. I still think you're gonna be receiving the airdrop, but someone that is within the 10,000 ranking and maybe got like 6,000, 10,000, 20,000 points is just going to be receiving a larger airdrop than yourself. That's it. Let me, where's my mouse now? Okay. Let me come here and show you MarginFi. Are you guys having issues with MarginFi? Now is the time to ask the question, because I've been getting a lot of questions. So these are my points. Let me go ahead and refresh it. Jupiter price speculation. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not gonna be receiving the airdrop, so I'm not doing price speculation on it. Hopefully it is good. I really hope so you guys can make some money. That would be great. I don't know, maybe $1, I would say. $1 or $2, maybe. So these are my points. My global ranking is at 20,382. I have a total points of 8.68k referral points. Thank you guys for that. Almost 3k borrowing points, 3.56, and then lending point 2.12. So as you can see, borrowing points is actually more important than lending. Obviously, first you need to lend to borrow some money, but always make sure that you borrow at least a little bit, because the points are actually 4 versus 1. You can see you earn 4 points instead of 1 per dollar per day. So make sure that you borrow some money. Obviously, do your own research first. And let me just show you guys this. If you're getting some issues with MarginFi, you cannot find your borrowing or lending, just go down completely. It is right here. If you need to remove your lending, first you need to repay your loan. You cannot remove your lending without paying your loan. I've got that question like 3 or 4 times. You need to repay whatever you are borrowing first, and then you can remove your lending, which is obvious, right? We cannot take our money if we're not paying our loans. How much can take to collect 8 points? Well, it depends. It depends on your funds. I got around 3k points from referrals, and I have 5k points from using my own funds, and we started last week. So if you want to reach 5 to 8k, I would say you should be lending around $200 or also borrowing your point. Borrowing some funds, and it might take maybe 2 weeks, I think, give or take, more or less, or even less than that if you have $200. Same here, staking MSOL costs 955k. What is qualified? Do you know if Camino will deliver an airdrop? Most likely, yes. Most likely, we're gonna be receiving an airdrop for Camino. I'm already adding some funds there, so I'm just waiting. Again, guys, this is a game of speculation, right? This is a game of speculation. Obviously, the largest amount of project, usually they need to do an airdrop. They need to create a token. That's how their investors make money. They're not making money from the platform. They're making money from the project. So whenever there is a lot of investors, they might get some pressure to cash out their position, just like Layerzero, guys. I don't know how much people invested in Layerzero. I would have to double check. I think it is anywhere between 200 or 400 million dollars. But myself as an investor, if I'm investing into Layerzero, transaction count are just dropping, volume is dropping. For me, I just want to get my money back. So most likely they were getting a lot of pressure from investors, and that's why they created the token. So that's the main thing that I look for. How good the project is doing, and also if they have investors, because usually they get some pressure to release a token. Is it too late to farm MarginFi? No, it is not. It is not. I just started last week. 1 week is not a lot of time, so you still got time. So let's go ahead and double check some of the things that we farm. And also, by the way, guys, we're gonna be farming tomorrow Injective. I did some research. If you guys want to check that out, you can do this. First, it is actually airdrops. So here it will show you some of the projects that are tokenless. Not all of them, you would have to double check. I would say like 90% of them are tokenless. But we go to airdrops, we can add Injective as the chain to filter. And right now, the only thing that we can use that I think are good is Black Panther and Helix, which is a DEX, and this is a yield aggregator. So just like MarginFi, right? So tomorrow I'm gonna be sending my funds because we need to create another wallet, unfortunately. So we need to send our funds to Injective and then stake some funds here, then take a few swaps, and hopefully we can receive an airdrop for this project. But right now we only got 2 projects on Injective. Zeta giving 2x points for trading salt. Really? Oh, that's nice. Let me write that down so I can take some trades later on. Is there a deadline for that? For Zeta? So yeah, this is the plan for tomorrow. Injective, we're gonna be farming it and then sending some funds. So make sure to come. I think I'm gonna be sending maybe $100 just to test it out, and then later on, if I need to send more funds, we're gonna be doing. By the way, if you're just joining today, we created this wallet with $400. We haven't added any more funds. We're farming this with $400 and just trying to get our first airdrop. And from there, we're gonna be using those funds to continue to farm. That's the main goal. This is a brand new wallet. This is not an old wallet. I created that wallet specifically to farm projects on the live stream. This is not my main wallet. Just to show you guys that it is completely possible. You're not late into any airdrops. So that's why we're doing it. Also on Solana, I am getting a lot of question about Tensor. I am not farming it at the moment. Just being real, being very transparent with you guys. I don't farm every single thing on crypto. This is just a Solana NFT marketplace. Usually I don't play with NFTs. It is not something that I really know about. I'm not really knowledgeable about NFTs. So to answer the question, I still need to do some research on what should be the best way to farm it, but unfortunately currently I'm not farming it. We might get an airdrop, by the way, in the future for it. It looks like you can earn some points, and whenever we see that, it might be because of an airdrop in the future. So if you want to start farming it, go ahead. I guess the only way to farm it is by selling and buying NFTs. So maybe if you want to go with cheap NFTs, go for it. We have 3.19. No, actually that is the expensive one, my bad. Yeah, we got some cheap NFTs right here that if you want to purchase it, go for it. But obviously, I don't think it will be worth something in the future. But if you just want to add some volume on it, you can do it. Actually, let's just go and do it right now. Let me open this. By the way, let me check something first. Yeah, I'm connected. Thank God. For all of you guys, you need to be using a freaking VPN. Okay? Please make sure that you're using a VPN. They can track your IP address. They can. And I already confirmed that. So make sure that you're using a VPN. There is a link for it in the description. If you want to use Surfshark, you help me, I help you. If not, you can just go with any other VPN, but make sure that you're using one. Yeah. Let me read this. Yeah, see expos until the 20th this month, starting from today. Oh, interesting. Can you make a video on Injective, please? Yes, tomorrow we're gonna be talking about Injective. You're farming Linea. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. No, that's a sir. Yes, I am. I have 3 wallets with some volume, but I stopped currently because the fees are extremely expensive right now. Like $5 or $8 per transaction. I'm not gonna be spending that amount. So heck no. Is 500 bucks enough? Oh, I guess buck enough to start farming airdrop? Yes, it is actually more than enough. We have $400 into this, so yes, it is. Check SRC 20s, bro. Cool, interesting. Yeah, I saw that they have inscriptions on Solana, but they're actually quite expensive. From low to high. Okay, is this filtering? Doesn't look like it is filtering. $0.29. Okay, well, yeah, we got some cheap ones. Dude, we got 28 people today. Welcome in. Welcome in. By the way, thank you guys for the support. Is it right to convert ETH to USDT because market is correcting very quickly? Well, it depends on you. Depends on you. Usually, whenever I see that the price of ETH is going down a lot, I would swap my funds to USDT or USDC. Usually, I would go maybe 80% USDC and then 20% ETH just for my farming wallets. If I'm investing for the long run, I don't really care. I just leave it there. I don't touch my long-term wallets. SRC20 or BRC20? BRC20 is on... Oh, I think there is a SRC20. I don't know. I do have some inscriptions on BTC. I'm holding bitmaps, which I minted a few months ago for free, so pretty good. There I also got like 8 NAT. Are you afraid of being Sybil? Yes. Worst nightmare. I wake up every single night thinking about it and sweating and crying. But we still work on it. I just try to not be or get banned. I just try my best. So it is obviously a risk that I am taking, but in the end, it has been paying off. Because just take, for instance, I received the BIF network airdrop, and I received 2 airdrops just because I got 2 wallets eligible. So it is obviously way better to have more wallets, but it comes with a risk, obviously. More dApps on Romho to use with Solana, please. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been looking for dApps on Romho, and I just cannot find them. I started from Linea testnet and get the beta NFT. Will that be part of the airdrop? Some people say, I don't know. It might be, maybe, but just by having the NFT, you will not be getting an airdrop. You need to add volume in transaction on the Linea mainnet for that. We have been talking way too much. Let me just go ahead and purchase that NFT. So this thing is quite inexpensive. I don't really care about it. Let's see if I can buy it. Instant sell. Let's see. What the heck? Oh, 1. My bad. Execute 1 transaction. So again, oh my god, looks like I'm gonna get sick again. Transaction reverted. Why the heck? Auto confirm. Why? I'm a new subscriber. Remember my name now. I'm your closest member. That's nice. Thank you for joining. Well, I'm not sure where the heck I cannot purchase it, but let's go ahead and try with something else. If not, we gotta move on. 0.002. Let's see if I can actually purchase one of those bullshit. Yeah. There we go. So again, my goal is not to make money from these NFTs. It is just for me to have a transaction on this. Then I can actually come here. We can do instant sell. So if I want to sell it, obviously I'm losing some funds, but in the end, it is not like a lot of money. So I could do instant sell, sell now, or use bid. Let's just use instant sell. Just for me to add some volume there. Later on, we can play with it again. And why should somebody be afraid of doing so? Because you might get banned. If you have multiple wallets, you might get banned. You might not receive the airdrop. Or at least if they see that you have multiple wallets. There you go. So we basically took two transactions. So I said that I wasn't going to be farming Tensor, but you guys made me do it. So there we go. We have some volume on Tensor. Obviously, we need to continue to add some more, but this should be the process. You can also play with the bid. So instead of you doing selling right away, maybe at a price, so you can leave it for a few days, and that's it for Tensor. Then let's go ahead and double check some of the things here. I see that there is usually a lot of people watching my spreadsheet, but this is what we have been farming at the moment. We have Layerzero, which is one of my main projects that I want to be farming, which is a bridge. We have Odos, which is on ZK Sync, Satori Finance, which is a perps trading NFTs to me, obviously an NFT platform. Orbiter, there is a lot of hype behind Orbiter. I don't have a lot of volume on this wallet, but I do have a lot of volume on other wallets. I have one which has around maybe 80 transactions and another one with 50, so on and so forth. This might be a pretty good airdrop. Hopefully we can receive it pretty soon. We have the review, Hyperliquid. Make sure, guys, that you're farming Hyperliquid. This is a huge project and there is not a lot of people farming it. So make sure that you play with it a little bit. There is a video on it on my channel. You can just type DeFi Chronicles Hyperliquid. You'll be able to find it. Is that Tensor trade for Solana NFTs? Yes, it is. It is on Solana. Yeah. It is tokenless, so it is on Solana. Let me check if we actually get some points. Oh, we need to... Okay. Let's verify our wallet. Enter your friend's code below to accept a referral. Do you guys have a referral code? Anybody? Let me know so I can add it. Just let me know in the chat so I can add it so you guys can get maybe some points from it. Let me know. Okay, what the heck? Now I am... Okay. Now I'm looking at this. Oh god, only in crypto. Go for it. I'm gonna click on maybe later, and I'm gonna be adding it. Just paste it, and I'm gonna be copying it so I can add it later on. To begin linking process. To see words and only you can see your link wallets. No, I don't have more wallets. Haha, no, I don't. I don't have more wallets. Obviously, no, I don't have more wallets. Who's gonna be having more than one wallet? Obviously not me. Never. List an NFT, top 100 collection only. Okay, so this is how you earn points. You need to be in the top 100. Obviously, I'm not gonna be in the top 100. Bid on NFTs. There you go, guys. Bid on NFTs. Okay, so we should do that. What you can try to do is bid on, let's say an NFT is worth 1 Solana. You can bid like 0.25 or 0.5 because you know that transaction will not go through, but at least you're adding some volume there. Well, not volume, but at least you're farming it. So that should be a pretty good way to do it. If you don't want to purchase an NFT right away, look for something that is worth 1 Solana at maybe 0.70, 0.50, because that transaction shouldn't go through. Then you should be good. Market make NFTs. Only market orders. The more market make, the more you earn. Blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Don't try to game the system. You'll get 0. Volume matters. Your orders need to sometimes get hit. Members you earn. Okay, perfect. So now we know how to do it. So bidding and then purchasing a few other NFTs that have maybe some more. The price is actually a little bit higher. Yeah, sure. You can send it to me if you are in the Telegram group or on the Discord group. What Telegram? I don't have a Telegram. On Twitter or Discord. So let's go ahead and start adding some volume. We have been talking way too much today. So let's go ahead and play a little bit with ZK Sync. I left some funds there, so let me be active. I'm gonna switch to ZK Sync just to show you guys the process. I actually sent my funds, my bad, to... Did I? Start bridging. Where did I send my funds? Now I don't remember. Let me check that out. 1 second. Okay, now I don't remember where I have my funds. Let me check. Arbitrum. Are they on Optimism, BNB? What the heck? No. AVAX? No. What the heck? Where do I have my funds? Okay. That's weird. Optimism. Let me check something. Okay, now I don't remember where the heck I put my funds. Either way, if you guys are farming ZK Sync, as always, this is actually the way that I do it, which is by just using Odos. And it is just because the transaction fees are actually cheaper. It is around 30 cents for you to take a transaction. Yeah. So you can use Odos, but I have to check. I don't know where I added my funds, to be honest. I don't remember if I'm staking it somewhere now. Let me check my old transactions. OmniBTC. I sent my funds from Avalanche to Zetachain. Okay. Either way, would have to wait then. Then there is another project that I want to talk about, and it is this one. Avo. I don't know how the heck to say it. Avo, I guess. This is the same project from Rubicon. I don't know if you guys know the history about Rubicon, but the airdrop was actually bigger than Jupiter, up to $20,000. So this is the same project. It is coming from the same team. They're actually moving Rubicon to this project, which is a trading platform. So to use it, you do have the option to connect Optimism, Arbitrum, and also ZK Sync. It is actually quite simple. After you deposit some USDC, you would go to trading. You take a few swaps just to add some volume. Obviously, don't play with a lot of leverage. Your goal is just to add some volume and then close your transaction right away. So maybe after a few minutes, then you close your transaction and right there you're already participating. You do have the option to also, let's see. Here it is. To do this, which is by adding liquidity. Pretty good, you should be doing it. So you can increase your diversification and most likely receive an airdrop for this project. So make sure that you're farming it. This might be a pretty huge one. Might be. And I think this is set up for Q1 2024. I would have to double check the information again, but I think it is for Q1. So we should have time to farm it and add some volume there. I already took 4 transactions here, and obviously on my main wallets, I already did some volume also. Then lastly, oh, by the way, wanted to talk about Drift. I know that some of you have been texting me that there is a rent fee for you to get involved with Drift. And this is a Sybil measure. So basically there is a lot of accounts that are being created because there is a lot of hype behind it. We might receive an airdrop, so people are just creating account over and over. And they're just trying to farm the shit out of Drift. So that's why they have that measure. So you need to deposit some Solana. It really depends on the day, the price of, or the amount of Solana that you need to add. It really depends on the time and the day. Then you'll be able to claim that Solana once you close your account. Most likely, I'm pretty sure they would have to remove that security measure because it doesn't really make sense. They're actually losing a lot of customers. So if you want to wait a little bit until they remove it, go for it. If not, well, once you add your Solana, you know that they're there. But for you to get access to them, you would have to close your wallet or your account. And I think you would have to wait like maybe 1 week, which obviously makes sense because if not, I could just close my account, get my Solana, go to another wallet, do the same process over and over. So most likely that's why you would have to wait like a week or 2 to get your Solana. And if you already got a Drift account, make sure that you're just adding as much volume as possible because we might get the airdrop pretty soon. For me, I do think Q1 2024 will be the airdrop. So basically, I think that's it for today, to be honest. So we covered some topics, some announcement. If we should be farming Layerzero, Romho, Solana. We took some volume on Tensor. We just need to be active a little bit more. And for tomorrow, we're going to be farming Injective. So obviously, I'm going to be just taking the transactions in front of you. And AVO or AVO, I don't know how the fuck to say it. Then make sure that you're adding some transactions. Let me know, guys, if you have some question. I gotta run. I gotta go to work right now. So let me know, and we'll be back tomorrow. And as usual, there is the link for the Discord. Once you join, please wait until you get accepted. Just a little bit, and you should be good. Let me know if you guys have any questions before I leave. So take care, guys. Take care. See you back tomorrow. Thank you for coming in. See you back tomorrow. Happy farming as usual. Any questions? Oh, how to find our refer code in Tensor? Well, I don't know. I just joined in. Let me see. Enter refer code. Receive offers. Let's see. I don't know, to be honest. Oh, referrals maybe. Refer others. You have 0 Tensorian stake. Stake at least 1 Tensorian. Skip it. Oh, ship it. Referral fees. I would be looking into it today. Tomorrow, let me go ahead and double check today. Do a little bit of research, since this is the first time actually I'm just touching Tensor. And we'll let you know. If you're in Discord, just hit me, send me a message, and if I find it, I'm gonna let you know. I cannot find the Injective link. When will it be out, please? What Injective link? I haven't started farming Injective. It would be tomorrow. Staked level of your profile. Let's see this. Okay, let's see. Swap Tensorians with friends. Man, too much BS. They need to do it simpler. I'm too dumb for all of this. I will look into it and see what the heck we gotta do on Tensor. Yeah, we'll take a look at it later on today. But take care, guys. See you back tomorrow. Thank you.